My vegan roommate kept policing my meals, so I brought home carnivorous plants next to hers. I'd lived with my roommate Amanda for 3 years, and it used to be simple. She was vegan and obsessed with houseplants. I ate meat, and we didn't comment on each other. Our apartment was packed with her plants, pots on the windowsills, hanging ferns, and a little humidity tent in the corner. She named them all, and if you bumped a pot, you got the stare. 2 months ago, she went to an animal rights conference and came home different. Now she went to rallies every weekend and posted non-stop. But the real change was how she treated me. One Thursday, I walked in with leftover steak. She saw the takeout box and went off for 10 minutes about animal suffering. She asked how I could live with myself, and said eating meat made me a bad person. I reminded her we'd always respected each other's choices. She said, that was before I woke up. After that, it was daily. Eggs? Hope you enjoyed stealing those. Chicken? That bird had a life. She'd talk while I was chewing, like she was trying to make every meal feel dirty. I started timing my food around her, but she was always in the kitchen. It got so bad, I began eating breakfast in my car at 5:30 a.m. just to get one quiet meal. My coworkers saw me eating oatmeal in the parking lot and asked what was wrong. I lied. After 3 weeks, I told her, calm but firm, if you keep doing this, I'm moving out. Amanda crossed her arms and said, good, I'll be glad when I don't have to live with someone who eats animals. We argued by the sink. I said she wasn't changing my mind, just making the apartment miserable. She said staying quiet would make her complicit. That night, I stared at her wall of plants and got a petty idea that wouldn't touch her stuff or break any rules. Next day, while Amanda was at a rally, I drove to an exotic plant store and asked, what's the most dramatic carnivorous plant you've got? The owner showed me Venus flytraps, pitcher plants, sundews, the whole creepy lineup. I bought 12 carnivorous plants plus the right soil in pots. It cost me almost $300. Back home, I set them up. Key detail, I didn't touch a single one of Amanda's plants. Then I placed my new plants directly beside hers. Her herbs on the kitchen sill, now flanked by pitcher plants. Her pothos on the fridge, flytrap next to it. Her big fiddle leaf fig, sundew hanging right beside it. Then I made name tags. Every carnivorous plant got a meat name: ribeye, brisket, T-bone, sirloin, bacon. I stuck the tags in the soil like it was a display. Amanda came home, walked past, then stopped and backed up. What are those? She asked. My new plants, I said. You inspired me. She leaned in and read the tags. Her face went from confused to furious. Are you mocking me? They're just plants, Amanda. I thought you loved plants. She snapped. They're carnivorous. I shrugged. Yeah, they eat bugs. Still plants. She hated it, but she couldn't say I broke any rules. She tried to ignore them, but every time she watered a plant, ribeye or brisket was right there. She started doing loud sighs. I kept acting innocent. Then she spiraled. Carnivorous plants need specific care, so I checked moisture and ran a small humidifier near my group. Amanda saw that and panicked, like my plants were changing the whole apartment. She started moving her pots around, then moving them back. She watered more, then less. She bought fertilizer, then flushed the soil because she got scared. She kept saying, something's wrong. Within a week, a few of her plants looked rough. Leaves yellowed, stems drooped. Her fiddle leaf fig dropped leaves and she almost cried. She blamed the light, the water, the humidity, even bad energy. She bought a moisture meter. She even took one plant to a nursery, and they told her it looked stressed from constant changes and overwatering. That's when she turned on me. Your bug-eating plants are messing with mine, she said. How? I'm not touching your stuff, I said. They're aggressive, she snapped. They're wrong. They're plants, Amanda, remember? I said. She glared at me, speechless, then slammed her bedroom door. Over the next 2 weeks, more of her plants died. Not all of them, but enough that she was always hovering and repotting. One morning she stood in the kitchen, red-eyed, holding a limp fern. For a second I almost felt bad. Then I remembered eating breakfast in my car because she couldn't stop insulting me in my own home. Finally, she came out with a suitcase and said, I'm done. I found a place with my activist friends. She called the apartment toxic, like she hadn't started it. She spent an hour loading boxes and pots into a friend's car, taking the plants that were still healthy and leaving the dead ones behind. On her way out, she slapped a sticky note on the counter. Throw away what you ruined. Then she walked out. The door shut, and the apartment went quiet. Now my friends are saying the carnivorous plants were too far. Was I wrong?